Good day everyone. We are the group COPS and we are here to discuss the policing system in Netherlands. First, Netherlands is a country in northwestern Europe. It is known for a flat landscape of canals, tulip fields, windmills, and cycling routes. Amsterdam, the capital, is home to the Rijksmuseum, Van Gogh Museum, and the house where Jewish diarist Anne Frank hid during World War II. Canalside Mansion and a trove of works from artists including Rembrandt and Vermeer remain from the city's 7th century Golden Age. So let's proceed. Sorry for the noises. The Dutch National Police is called the Politie and consists of 25 regional police forces plus the National Police Services Agency. It is assisted by the Royal Netherlands Marechaussee, a military entity which during peacetime performs the duties of a normal police service.
History of the policing system of the Netherlands. For nearly 50 years after World War II, the Holland or the Netherlands was commonly portrayed as the foremost liberal and human criminal justice system among Western countries in the early 21st century. It is sometimes viewed as having one in all Europe's most severe criminal justice system. Back in April 1994, a new police came into force in the Netherlands, remolding some 148 municipal police forces into a single service made up of 25 regional forces and the National Police Services Agency. It replaced a structure which had been in place since 1851. By the top of 2006, many judges and lawyers were complaining that the legal code system had been overheated. They are complaining about the increasing of criminalization behavior and decreasing of the procedural rights of the defendant. During most of the post-war period, this country, the Netherlands, exemplified generous welfare policies, sensible criminal justice policies, and tolerant social attitude. During policies were generally seen as pragmatic and lenient, as were abortion laws. Social policies referring to ethnos groups look as if it would be working. Emigrants from Indonesia after its independence were assimilated.
Good morning, I'm Nolito Pormadaho and I'm here to report the relevant laws of policing system of the Netherlands. First is the police use of force. Police use of force by the Dutch police is governed by both national legislation and legislative regulation. The 2012 Police Act authorized police officers to use force when necessary for a legitimate purpose as long as the force use is reasonable and restrained. Next is the use of weapon or firearms. It may be used to effect any arrest to any person in respect that he has firearms ready for admissible use and will use it against a person. Next is the use of the pepper spray. It is only permitted to arrest a person who it can be reasonably be assumed as a weapon, ready for immediate use, same as the firearms. The pepper spray can be used against people who are visible younger than 12 years old or older than 65. It was reported on May 3, 2016 that the Dutch Secretary for Security and Justice Aard van der Steur has formulated a legislative proposal that would discontinue the practice of automatically labeling police officer as a suspect during inquiries into the use of force. Next is it's provide that agents suspected of violence abuse would essentially not be prosecuted for manslaughter, a aggravated assault, but could be prosecutable instead for new type of offense. Violations of rules of engagement. It guaranteed that a proper, thorough investigation will always be put into the circumstances of the use of violence and whether or not the rules were complied with. According to the Ministry of Security and Justice, at present, if a police officer is prosecuted for violating the rules on the use of force, The next is the House of Representatives of the Dutch Parliament is considering legislation that address the special position of investigating officer in animal law and criminal law. Under this legislation, police officer alleged use of force would be assessed in the light of newly worded offense, according to the Ministry of Security and Justice, under whose auspices the legislation was presented to the Parliament. The new description of offense provide more leeway for a suitable response to use force by the police officer. Thank you and goodbye.
Everyone, my name is Mark Romel El Burgos, and I'm here in front of you to report a system of policing in the Netherlands. From the end of 1945 until 1993, the Dutch police was composed of the municipal police Dutch and the national police. In 1994, the police was reorganized into 25 regional constabularies, and the national constabulary Dutch Korps Landijke Politiediensten. In 2013, the police in the Netherlands was reorganized again into its current structure. In the event of serious emergency, the police cooperates with the fire brigade, ambulance service, other government agencies, and military force in the security region corresponding of the police region. Every regional and head is led by the unit chief, a hope the commissaries, chief commissioner who conducts the day-to-day police force management decision about the principal law enforcement policies, and made by a regional board, the so-called Driehoek, whose chairman is the Eenheidsscheerder unit, whose chairman is the Eenheidsscheerder, is usually the mayor of largest municipality in the region. The other board members of the Driehoek are unit chief and the local chief prosecutor. A region consists of several districts, each having a district chief. Each district consists of a number of local units called basisen hidden, basic unit or teams. The police strength, the numbers of constables, and the other police employees in region is determined by the number inhabitants and the amount of crime in the region. So the smallest force counts of 300 police officers, while the largest one counts the more than 5,000 police employees, the other 55,000 police employers serving in the Netherlands. Selected police officers may also be deployed in a riot police mobile unit. Mobile units are called in the deal with serious public order offenses. Each police regions has one or more units on standby for a total of 45 mobile units nationwide. Each of which has about 50 members, including middle-ranking and senior officers. 9 units have also been trained to respond to incidents or maritime vessels. The mobile units also incorporates plain clothes. Units known as Aanhoudingseenheden. These groups target specific suspect of public order offenses. That's all.
Function and mission. The function and mission of Netherlands police policing system is the act state that the police must ensure a safe and livable society and assist those it needs. Inter alia, that the police must be visibly present in the street, tackle crimes such as car theft and burglaries, deals with the youth and vice issue, and fight violence and serious crime. In function and mission, they are focused on maintenance of public order and security to ensure the safety of a state. They are responsible in crime prevention, the investigation of crime, and the maintenance of legal and public safety, and assistance of citizens in need of help. Apart from their daily work, the Dutch National Police have a number of specialized tasks that are either separate or carried out in support of basic police activities. Following is a list of these missions that includes investigation into such as diverse crimes as trafficking in drugs, arms and human being, fraud, large-scale environmental crimes, and sexual offense. Also information control, ranging from collecting and processing technical information to information on criminal organization. Alliance care, regulating the state of non-Dutch national and exercising relevant supervision. Operational tasks supportive of basic police are police care and or specialized tasks, mounted police, canine units, public safety and security units, computer crimes units, SWAT, observation units, environmental teams, juvenile and vice squad. I am Jerwin R. Ramos, reporting of the function and mission of police policing system.
We also have organizational structure. The Dutch police is composed of 25 regional services and the National Police Services Agency. 25 police regional services are responsible for policing in their respective geographical regions. Each is headed by a regional police board consisting of mayors and a chief public prosecutor. Geographically speaking, each region is divided into a number of districts which have both general and specialist tasks. Each district is composed of a number of basic units or bureaus. Moreover, each service has a number of specialist departments. The National Police Services Agency is headed by the Minister of the Interior and Kingdom Relations. He is responsible together with the Minister of Justice for the overall quality of policing in the Netherlands. He also heads each of the regional police forces at arm's length, meaning that he limits his intervention in principle to what is strictly necessary. The agency carries out national and specialist police tasks. It collects, files, processes, manages, analyzes, and distributes information and carries out other support tasks. It guards the royal family and other important persons and procures police weaponry, uniforms, and other equipment. Lastly, national crime investigation tasks have been incorporated into its overall mandate. An important and internationally known division of the agency is the National Criminal Intelligence Division, which houses the National Interpol Bureau. Okay, let's proceed to the rank and insignia. Within the Dutch police in use are the following ranks. First is the Chief of Police. Based on my research, a police chief oversees the police department they serve. As a police chief, your responsibilities and duties include testing, training and evaluating officers, assigning promotions, delegating casework, and conducting administrative duties. Chief Superintendent. It leads multiple large and or complex areas of command within forces and across collaborations, strategic alliances and partnership, carrying responsibility for all activity in the area, often acting as part of the chief officer team. We have also Superintendent. Shall be responsible for scheduling, inspections, quality control, and job site safety. Also, Chief Inspector. Manage large teams of inspectors, sergeants, constables, and police staff. They effectively and efficiently set the plan for deployment of resources to incidents, including major and or critical incidents. Also, we have Inspector. Manage team of sergeants, constable, and police staff and or portfolios. Also plan, manage, and monitor operational policing activity. Lastly is the sergeant. are responsible for exercising day-to-day general and technical supervision and support to staff. I searched other rank and insignia in the internet, and it includes Chief Commissioner, Commissioner, Chief Inspector, Inspector, Sergeant, Constable First, Constable, Patrol Officer, Police Trainee, Prison Guard, and Parking Control. You can see the rank and insignia picture in the PowerPoint presentation, and the other information is there.
Netherlands Policing System. Qualification and Benefits. 1. Obtain high school diploma or GED. Getting high school diploma or GED is the minimum formal education requirement for most police officers. Many law enforcement organizations may require or prepare applicants with a bachelor's degree, associate's degree, or a certain number of post-secondary education credits. 2. Meet other minimum requirements. Most applicants will need to be a U.S. citizen, have a valid driver's license, and be at least 18 or 21 years old, depending on department policy. Applicants will also need a clean criminal record, although some police departments may allow those with criminal records as long as their offenses were very minor. Felonies disqualify someone from this profession. 3. Obtain a bachelor's degree, optional. A bachelor's degree is usually needed for more advanced law enforcement positions, especially those at the federal level, such as the FBI or U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Even if it's not required, police departments are beginning to look favorably on applicants with college degrees. 4. Pass the law enforcement entrance exam. Before being admitted into a police academy, applicants must achieve a passing score on an entrance exam. The exact entrance exam taken will depend on the police academy in just jurisdiction. Some of the tests given include Asset, Compass, and LEE, Law Enforcement Examination. 5. Graduate from the Police Academy. The Police Academy is where applicants receive the most important training that will allow them to serve as police officers. Training can last 6 months, with a curriculum covering topics such as search and seizure, criminal statutes, traffic laws, firearms training, driver training, and physical conditioning. 6. Work toward a promotion. Depending on the department, moving up the ranks depends on the level of experience. Performance reviews, scrolling while on a written promotional exam, and obtaining additional skills and training. Pay increase with the promotion, but so does the level of responsibility and potential bureaucracy. Benefits. Gross salary and net income in the Netherlands. One of the most important things to understand about your Dutch salary is the difference between your gross and net salary. Gross salary. Your gross salary is the total amount of your salary before tax and other costs are deducted. Net income. Your net income is a salary after income tax, social security payments, and contributions for your pension have been deducted. Net salary. The net salary is the amount that is deposited in your bank account each month. When discussing your employer will almost always refer to the gross monthly amount. Be sure to check the net amount if there is quiet difference between the two values. Calculating your net Dutch salary. The two example, if your salary is 2,500 and 141,000 pesos per month, €27,778. A year including 8% holiday allowance, then after taxes and social security contributions, you will take hub amount around $19.95 as net per month. Use a salary calculator to get an indication of your net monthly income. Bonuses, holiday pay-in, remuneration packages. In addition to your standard monthly salary in the month of May, you will receive a holiday allowance, equivalent to 8% of annual earnings, roughly 1 month's salary. This is to cover expenses for your summer holidays.